Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 203 of the Two-Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, back in the studio, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic. Good to have you back, sir. I'm
glad. Good to be back.
You're happy to have Brittany back.
I'm very happy.
For multiple reasons. Did you make my chair shorter?
Nope. I think you just got shorter.
I probably did. I'm shrinking. If this is the first time you're seeing, listening, or hearing to us, this is the Two-Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. Stop, you're doing the hands. I was like, world of video games. I'm not drinking again. Not drinking. This is day 13. Two-Player Co-op.
Are we like really loud? Why does that look so...
It's okay. It's all good, man. Because I
feel like that's how it usually looks, though.
It doesn't usually, but I didn't change anything. But that's how it looked when I was...
We're going to go to posts and be like...
No, because when I was... that's what it looked like when I was doing Nerd 901.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what changed.
It's freaking me out, man.
Like, I literally haven't changed anything.
I'm sure it's
This
fine.
hasn't changed. It's fine. We get together to tell you about the video games every week, pretty much. If you like that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. If you really like us, you can go over to patreon.com/twoplayercoop, just like our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, and Vernon Slayton did, as well as our affiliate, James Solar. If you like merch and cool t-shirts, you can go to teespring.com/stores/twoplayercoop. And for some reason, I still announce this every week, even though we don't use it. If we ever Twitch, it'll be at twitch.tv/2player_co-op. Maybe when I get the PS5. No, I'm not going to hug. I'm gonna hold that freaking obelisk up here to stream from it. That's not happening. Whatever. Yeah, the blue marks on the Audacity are freaking me out. But the thing is, I put it through GarageBand and it levels everything out.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It's all good. Every week until we're out of this pandemic, I will make sure to tell everyone to wear your mask. Wahoo.
Wahoo.
Wahoo. I'm going to tighten that. She said. It's not really. So what's up, Sean? I don't know. I'm using a mouse, but I'm looking at my iPad.
Well, can't you, though?
I could sync it up, but this mouse I can't, but I'm saying I'm going...
But can't you connect a mouse to it?
You can, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were going to say so. You were like, I have nothing to say, and then I'm going to say something.
Yeah, Brittany's back from her work trip. Very grateful to not be a single parent anymore. Work stressful. Work sucks. I know. I guess we can go ahead and jump into it. I got myself...
Wait. No.
Never mind.
No. Don't go according to the rules.
Okay.
Let me check my fantasy score just real quick.
Are you going to... Where are you?
Here. I'm scheduled to lose by 2 points as we stand now. How are the Niners defense
He
doing?
legit was averaging like 68 points a week.
Because he was complaining to me and Terry about it.
Double that. I don't even know who is it.
That's Bill.
Oh, it's Bill. Oh, God.
They have a pick. I really need them to get a pick 6. So Carson Wentz has now thrown 7 picks in 4 games. Good for him.
Wow.
So no, a couple things I want to touch on before we get into everything, because I know you got something, and I've really wanted to go to PSN profiles and look, and I haven't done it.
It's nothing that, it's whatever.
It's just, I got Sekiro and I got the Platinum in a week or something. Silent Hill 4 has been ported to PC on GOG.com as well. So we've got Metal Gear showing up. I feel like this is low. Metal Gear?
It's because you raised your chair.
Lots of... oh, yeah. Idiot. Idiot. Metal Gear rumors. Metal Gear shows up on PC. Silent Hill rumors for at least a year now. Silent Hill gets a release on PC. Re-release. You know what I mean. Just throwing it out there. Jeff Keighley, I'm looking at you for an announcement at the Game Awards. But he's so close to Kojima that if there is still bad blood... But there was a report a while ago that there's not bad blood anymore, like Katy Perry and... Taylor. Did I get that right? Is that what that song's about?
Yep.
Nailed it. So, I don't know. I just want to throw that out there. The other thing I want to talk about before we get into what we've been playing, there have been some PS5 reviews. Japanese people, like YouTubers and websites and stuff, have gotten a preview PS5. Did you see all this?
I've seen some stuff, yeah.
So here's what oh god, there's my reface. So I'm going to go through some small details that we got from 4Gamer and some YouTubers and stuff like that. The consoles are preview units.
We haven't gotten ours yet.
Not yet.
It's en route.
I actually should go check the mailbox.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll fit in there. They're only sending out the disk drive version of the PS5. The PS5 could be, quote, hardly heard, end quote, during gameplay. It is very quiet, apparently. Very nice. The DualSense's light bar is not distracting, and the whole controller, supposedly, this is just somebody's opinion, it feels better than the DualShock 4. I don't know if I believe that, because that's the best feeling controller ever. Then this comes from Dengeki Online. Quote, what was shocking to me this time is how quiet the fan was. There must have been many people who were curious about this. It was so quiet, end quote. They also note that they
Was that in all caps?
No, there's an exclamation.
Oh, okay.
They also note that they couldn't take a look at the OS or use the create button. So we still don't know what the create button does. Why? Why don't we know that?
That is weird.
Clearly, it's not just going to be a share button, but it's like, why are you? It doesn't seem like it should be such a secret. The PS5 DualSense looks like it has lights on the front of the controller showing you which player number you are.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
That's cool. And in Japan, the cross button, I should say, is now the confirm button, not the circle button.
It didn't used to be?
They're backwards from us, yeah.
Circle.
That's why the
is
Switch
just synonymous with cancel to me.
But that's why the Switch is confirmed and not B.
Yeah.
It's so weird that we don't have issues with that.
Yeah.
And then there's me as the Hulkster. So the PS5s are out there in the wild. Obviously, we didn't get ours yet. There was a leak video of the OS boot up screen. Nobody knows if it's real or not.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to know anything.
It's all it is like some words and then that thing they showed in that where they announced the console and everything. Remember that one where it came up and it was the PS button, said push the button. That's all they showed. I'm like, well, I could probably create that. Like, I don't know that that's that big a deal. But.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the PS5s, we are now, let me check my website. As we were recording this, did you see this website that I did? I mean, I didn't do. I don't know why I said that. It's called days.2. So we are now 38 days, 3 hours, and 36 minutes from November 12th.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Bye.
So I'm very excited. Can't wait. Sean.
Bart Scott.
Before we get into what we've been playing, I just wanted to do an impression for you.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word. No, that was Big Boss. I'm a man of my word. I don't know how to do Joker. I just realized it came out as Big Boss.
Did you see the thing today? Oh, well, I don't know how old it is. Probably not old. I mean, it's probably not new. Oh, baby.
Congratulations on Bloodborne.
Thank you.
Let's see if I do this better than you did.
Oh,
nailed it.
IGN posted something today about some video that nobody's confirmed, and it can't really be confirmed, unfortunately, but this guy who's like a singer, I think, an actor. I don't even know if he's still alive, but it sounded loud.
We're recording, so I'm not going to worry about
some interview he did. But anyway, basically it was this guy that's supposedly the inspiration for Heath's Joker.
I saw that and I forgot to click on it.
It is so like...
Really? I did.
It sounds like it is... I mean... There's no, it's too much alike for it to just be a coincidence. Like he sounds exactly like the Joker.
I did like it so that when I go through my likes, I'll see it and remember it and then click it. But I didn't have time to click it.
It was really cool. I liked it a lot.
But yeah, congratulations. I said I'd get you a nice bottle of bourbon.
Thank
That's just some Buffalo Trace. Have you had Buffalo Trace in a while? I haven't.
Not in a long time. I just remember having
really
it, and then I called it Bourbon Trace on the podcast when we were talking about them sponsoring us, and then... Then they didn't sponsor us anymore because I got their name wrong, and that's the only reason.
Episode 34.
Yeah, we were still in the studios. I don't even know if we were on YouTube yet.
We were. We were. Yeah, because I was like, "What is happening?" Because you held it up and you're like, "Bourbon
I got a nice
Trace."
bottle of a Bourbon Trace.
I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, it's good stuff, though. I like Buffalo Trace.
So, yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm a man of my word, and that's still Big Boss. All right, anyways. Sean.
Yes.
Oh, first off, also, go listen to the Nerd 901 podcast. We were on there
Yes.
with the brothers Shafani this past week.
A lot of fun.
We talked about Zelda's upcoming 35th anniversary, our hopes and dreams for that. Also talked about Spider-Man. We'll talk about that here as well, and had a lot of fun with it. But one of the things that Sean mentioned on there, because we were trying to figure out, we were talking about the PS5, getting PS5s directly from Sony, and what do we think their category? That's not it. It's a C word. Their customization. What the categories?
I don't even know what you're trying to
How
say.
they tried? How did they decide who gets an email from Sony to order a PS5?
Oh, the
Qualification? Category. Comments.
concern.
It's something with a C. Anyways, we were talking about that.
That's going to drive me nuts now.
And I said, well, I've got 50 platinums. Maybe that's why I got it. And I said, Sean's only got 9. And he goes, well, actually, I've got 10. And I said, oh, well, don't tell me what it is. Save it for our podcast. So, Sean, what have you been playing this week? We'll get to the other game because that's all I've played. But
so I took Tuesday off.
You are really working over there.
There it is. From work. Just to have a nice me day, nice relaxing day. I was looking for something to play. Oh, I mean, I was looking for something to do in general. I'm like, I guess I'll play video games. What else am I going to do? And like I think I said last week on the podcast, I was just like, I don't know what to play.
Right.
I'm looking for something to play, and I've got nothing. I just cleaned up the living room. Living room is nice and clean. I was like,
did you fall doing it?
no. I'm still healing, though. It's better. It's better. So I got the living room all cleaned up, and then I think that's what triggered me to be like, oh, look at all this room. Let's fire up the old VR.
Astro.
No.
No.
So I decided to fire up Moss. Just because I just kind of wanted to.
I forgot that you even had that. Oh, that came
It's-
with your bundle, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what you got the platinum in?
So I was kind of just like, I kind of just want to go into that world again because it's just so cool. Like,
yeah,
it's just so cool. And then I was like, I wonder if there's a platinum. There was. I only had like 30% of the trophies or something. But once I started looking through them all, it was like, kill an enemy this way, kill an enemy that way, kill an enemy that way, cut a bunch of grass, break a bunch of objects, stupid stuff like that. And then there was get all the collectible, get all of the other collectible. I already had about 90% of them, so that wasn't too bad. There was one other one. There was the main one that I struggled with. I feel like there was one other like legit trophy I had to do, but I don't know. None of it was too bad, and they started dropping like flies once I just started going for them. The last one said rescue Fergus. I can't remember what his name is. Your uncle.
Uncle Fergus?
Whoever you're trying to rescue in the game. Rescue Fergus. Argus. I think his name is Argus.
No, that's an actual name, yes.
Fergus is a name.
No, it is not.
Fergus?
Ferguson.
Fergus is...
No, you keep talking. I'll look.
Okay.
Fergus.
Poor little Fergus. Rescue Fergus without dying. I'm like, okay. And then once I actually... That was the last thing I had to do. And I'm like, all right, let me see what exactly this means.
It is a Scottish or Irish male given name from Scots Gaelic meaning the angry one or the wrathful one. So it is a name, Fergus, Fergus. Continue.
Yeah, Fergus. So I looked it up online, and it said what that means is you need to beat the game without dying. And I was like,
how long is the game?
Well, it's short once you've played through it several times.
Okay.
I thought it was just like go beat the final boss or something. I couldn't even remember how the game ends, but I'm like, but once I looked it up and they're like, no, you need to beat the game start to finish without dying. And the game's not that difficult.
What is it again? Is it like a puzzle? Are there enemies? Like, is it a platformer?
There's
with
enemies.
puzzle stuff?
There's puzzles. You're basically like, it's like a diorama. Like every there's like individual. Think of like Zelda 1, kind of, in that like there's like a screen.
Okay.
Now obviously it's 3D.
Screen to screen.
Look around. There's depth, whatever, and then you go through the door, and then it opens up the new one. Just from like fighting, it's pretty easy to not die. Like none of the combat's that difficult. There are plenty of times where you can just fall off a ledge and that's it. You died, start over. Now they did say online, what you can do if you're quick, hit that PS button and close out. If you know you're about to die, if you're down to like one hit point and you're like, oh God, I'm surrounded, just get out. It'll load you back at the last checkpoint, which is like the beginning of that screen.
Yeah.
Or if you do die, or if you like fall off a cliff or whatever, there's like a dying animation. You've got some time to get out. And so I played through the game, and I beat it, and I kept waiting for the trophy to pop, and it never popped. And I died several times during the game. But what I was doing, because instead of like, oh God, I'm going to die, hold the button and then go to close application, I'm like, just tap. So it takes me back to the menu, and then I can go and close. Well, that was my undoing, because on my second playthrough, I'm like, let me go ahead. I screwed it up. I'm like, well, let me go ahead and test and see if this is even doing it. Thinking that would like stop the gameplay. It doesn't. So I would hit that button and be like, okay. Meanwhile, I've long since died in the actual game because it keeps going.
Okay.
So once I realized you had to like hold it, and then you do have time still to do that, but there's some weird jumps and times where like you have to jump and like grab onto a ledge and pull yourself up. And for some reason, sometimes you just jump and she doesn't grab on and you fall and you're dead. The whole last part of the game, you're trying to run away from this giant snake thing, and it's a one-hit kill. So if you go into this room, you gotta like, oh, jump, climb onto there, go across, drop down, and go over here, jump across. And if you don't do it perfectly, it's going to catch up to you and kill you. So like as soon as you like miss one jump, it's like, go ahead, like before I die, just
exit
stop.
out.
Yeah. So when I actually played through the game again, and I knew exactly how to solve all the puzzles, I went through it start to finish in probably like an hour and a half.
Wow.
And yeah, I got it. The time that I actually got the trophy, I only died one time, and it was to the snake. Or I didn't even die. I screwed up something. I'm like, let me just go ahead and just stop before the snake gets me. Loaded it back up, and then I just beat it on the next try. And as soon as you get through the last room, even before you rescue Fergus, it's all like a cutscene. It like popped right away.
The trophy.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I think I did it okay. Like, I know Oh, no, there was one time I died because I remember being nervous. I knew the one time I got out because I was still standing right there. So I'm like, well, I definitely didn't die. There's one time where I fell, but I'm like, I hit that button as quickly as I could and closed out. And I'm like, please, God. Like, I was probably 3/4 of the way through the game. The time before that, I screwed up. At least I think I screwed up like 20 minutes in. And I'm just like, I need to just start over because I don't know if I did that quick enough. And if I get to the end without dying again and it doesn't pop, I'm just going to be annoyed. I'm like, I'm just going to bite the bullet, start over, play those stupid 20 minutes again, whatever. Yeah. And the second time, there was a time where I died, and I'm like, I'm almost positive. Like, there's no way. Like, I was holding the button before I even, like, left the screen. Like, I was like, crap, and close, boom. So I'm like, please, God. And then, yeah, it popped right at the end. So, 10th Platinum, Moss. The game's a lot of fun. It's so cool. It's just like the Astrobot's fun. Mm-hmm. Like that was the first, and that's another platinum. I think that one's pretty difficult.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's all these like extra bonus things you can unlock, And then I think you have to beat all of those. There's like a bronze, silver, gold, like get this many points doing this, or beat this level this quick and whatever. And I haven't checked, but I'm guessing you need to beat all of them at like the top score or whatever. But in that game, it's kind of like a rail thing. Like as you're walking the Astrobot, it just kind of moves you.
Right.
And I remember the first time playing it, I was like, whoa. It was just like messing with me. I'm not moving, but all of a sudden I'm moving, and I'm like...
That was me. When I tried it at your house, I was like, whoa.
Moss, it's very stationary. It's like you're in this room, and it's literally like as if I was looking at this table, and I had to like guide her, I wonder if there's anything in there, and you can kind of...
That's cool.
Okay, there's nothing in there. Ooh, I got to make this jump. Let me move over here so I can line it up. Okay, jump. Okay, and it's just it's just cool. So cool. The other thing that's weird, and I think it's just a product of the kind of game it is. I haven't confirmed, and I don't even know if there's a way to look it up. I'm guessing it is my most rare platinum.
Moss?
It was like 0.6% or something. And I'm guessing that like Bloodborne, I feel like was like 10%.
I can't believe 10% of people.
But I think that's the kind of thing because most of the people that play Bloodborne are probably good at Bloodborne and probably want to do everything there is to do in Bloodborne. Right. Versus Moss, it's probably just a bunch of like casual gamers and kids playing and whatever. So maybe that's why, but it was super duper rare. And it was all because of beating it without dying. Like that was by far the most rare. But are you able to check it?
I'm trying. All right, let's see. TimeSpinner. 8.9. See, this is where I get confused. 8.98% and then 0.6%. Yeah. I don't understand what the hell the difference is. But you didn't get all the... Oh, there's DLC.
Yeah, there's 2 more that I could easily go back.
But you don't have to.
I just don't care.
So, if I go... Wait, I'm in your profile. Rarest trophy. There you go.
Oh, it does say.
That's your rarest trophy.
But yeah, those percentages are screwing me up. I don't know what that means.
See, I thought that's the percent that got it, but I don't understand. Then the other one is like the rarity or something, but I was like, what the hell does that even... I don't understand. Shadow Complex. Boat Enthusiast. Sonic Mania.
Oh, so it's not only my rarest. It is my rarest. My rarest platinum. It's also just my rarest trophy.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I still
Which I guess that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I guess the platinums by their very nature are going to be the most rare. But yeah, I don't understand how they determine that. Especially why it says one thing and then you hover it and it says something else.
Well, this is weird too. Look up here. 7 completed games, but you've got 10 plat. Oh.
Because I didn't complete Moss.
Okay,
and there's probably Bloodborne has DLC, and I didn't get all the... I haven't even played the DLC.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I guess that's why.
Well, cool.
But, yeah. So, I finally made it to double digits. I'm never going to be too crazy about platinums, but I can definitely see the appeal.
I think I know what my rarest one is. I think it's completely stupid. I think it's something on NBA Jam on PS3 because I never even played it. My kids played on. They loved NBA Jam on PS3 for a time.
Oh, just a trophy, not a platinum.
Oh no, Crate Expectations. Oh, it's the number 2 rarest. And then 3-Man Army and Grand Theft Auto 5, Disarmament, Metal Gear Solid 5. That's when you had to dispose of a nuke. You're in the game, Madden NFL 13. That seems like it's just like, did you play the game? I don't know.
It doesn't seem very rare.
Crate Expectations in Sonic Mania. I don't even remember what that is. Head to the Garden. Wreak Havoc at the Propaganda Factory. I need to go back and play this game again.
Yeah.
All right, now we're off on a tangent.
Never happens.
No. 50
46. Oh, wait, 46 completed. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Congrats.
Thank you. And I think I know what my 11th will be.
You think you're going to get it?
I haven't looked into it, but it seems like I could.
Let's talk TimeSpinner. So this is a game I've had my eyes on, and I think I told you about it as soon as I saw it. And I was like, this is one we need to keep our eye on. It's a beautiful pixel art, 2D Metroidvania about a girl who can control time, and you go back and forth between the present and the past.
It definitely reminds me of, I mean, the artwork, Chasm.
Yes.
The
Messenger.
Yes, the Messenger. And I guess it's just because the time thing. You can go here in one timeline, and then you can go back in another timeline, and then there's water and stuff like that.
Yeah, do you
That's
know how
cool.
dumb I am, that how long it took me to realize this is the exact same map, just in the present and the future? I'm like,
Oh,
I'm an
really?
idiot. Because then I wrote, there's some parts where there's vines, and you can burn them in the past,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they're not there in the future, so you can get the treasure chest. And it
Yeah.
took me forever to realize that, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, we've both been playing TimeSpinner, and what do you think, Sean?
I like it a lot. I was playing it before I came over. I just beat them all.
Okay.
So do I have like an hour or two left? Like, I know
Probably
you just did
2.
that. Okay.
Probably 2. I beat it yesterday.
Okay.
But what I will say, so I beat it. I'm not going to be done with it, though, because you can beat it, but then there's like, I looked up, there's like 6 optional bosses you can fight.
Really?
When you get to the final boss, before you get there, there's something.
Do I need to? Once you beat the game, can you still go back in and keep playing it? It doesn't like force you.
And you get
Okay.
a new orb and something else. It changes your appearance. You get an orb, and then you get like a new costume. It's the only other costume in the game.
Okay.
I freaking love this game. It's exactly what I needed right now.
Yep.
This is exactly what I like. We talked with Nerd and Adam, Nick and Adam,
nerd
about Ghost of Tsushima a little bit, and how it just doesn't have its hooks in me. And they were saying, you really need to just, because they understood what I was saying about just getting distracted with all this stuff going on, and then this person's here and he needs help and blah, blah, blah. And I never get to the actual story. They said what I was saying last week, just mainline it, get through Act 1, and then you'll probably want to stick with it. But I haven't played it because I've just been playing TimeSpinner. I beat it almost exactly at 7 hours.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm at. But
If you pause, it does tell you.
Does
All
it?
games should track your time.
Agreed.
All games should track your time. Yeah, the art style is just, if you told me this was made by the Chasm developers, like even the way the menus work and stuff, like,
Yeah.
and that you can sell your, it's like, I feel like I'm playing Chasm 2, which is
Right.
a very good thing. I think they came out the same year. I think they were both 18, or maybe Chasm was 17. No, it was 18. That's when The Messenger came out, Chasm came out, and I played Symphony of the Night, and Hollow Knight came out on PS4 that year.
Wow.
Wait,
Wait, Hollow Knight's not out on PS4.
Hollow Knight's no, yeah, it is.
Switch.
Isn't it on PS4 now?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe it is now.
I
but
played it on PS4. Yeah, I think I did.
I think you played it on Switch. I don't think it's on PS4.
I could have sworn I did. Well, now let me check my trophies.
I'm pretty sure it's not on PS4.
I could have sworn I played it on PS4.
I wish it was. I mean, there's no way I would ever get that trophy. I mean, that platinum, even if it ever did come out on PS4.
Messenger. Oh, I never finished the DLC for the Messenger, so that's a game that's not completed. PUBG. Good Lord. Hollow Knight. Bam. I have 3 trophies.
Well,
Right.
crap. I didn't think that was out on PS4.
Yeah. That's why I ended up getting it, because I was like, now I can play it with the better D-pad. That's why I was like, I know I played this on PS4. Anyways.
Maybe I should look up the trophy list.
The music is awesome. You kind of alluded to this on the Nerd 901 podcast. There are some tracks where it's like, I think I'm playing Symphony of the Night right now.
Yeah.
Like when you get those guitar riffs and stuff like that, I'm like, this is so well done. And at first it was so weird. So the way that the game works, your attacks, you've got these orbs. Like I just said, you get a new orb. You've got these 2 orbs that you can equip at any time. And at first I thought I was just going to be attacking, like throwing blue balls at people. And you do that, but some of the orbs, when you attack, they actually turn into a weapon. Like you can get a green orb that turns into a sword, an iron orb that turns into a giant hammer. You can get all these different kinds of things, and you can level them up. There's familiars in it like there is in all the other Metroidvanias. That's awesome. I just love it. There's breakable walls. I love that. I love that you can apply stuff to the orbs. I've kept the scythe ring as one of my equip rings, so it's always, so I don't have to attack every candle. I can just jump into them and stuff. I love that. I like that the map allows you to, and I think Chasm did this as well, you can put markers on the map. So there's one area where you have to get different colored key cards to get to new areas. So when I don't have that key card, I go into the map and I switch to a red feather, and I'm like, okay, here, or a green feather, so I know I have to go there. I love that. But like you and I were talking about off air, I wish that you could zoom in.
The map is too small.
It is so small, and I'm pushing every button. I'm like, wow, you just can't zoom in on this. And I'm playing on a 65-inch TV, and I'm only sitting like 10 feet away, and I'm still like, oh, I don't know what I'm looking at. That's really my only complaint with the game is the map.
Yeah. Now, what I did, hopefully I'm not screwing myself up either in the game or trophy-wise.
You can't screw yourself up trophy-wise.
I have put all of my enchantment orbs, is that what they're called? Enchantment, elemental.
You can either do the necklace or that stuff, you mean?
Yeah, so you can make the necklace, make the ring, or you can upgrade your orb.
Yeah.
I've upgraded just one orb. I'm like, well, this is my orb. I'm going to stick with it and so I've got one orb that's super duper powerful. And I put it all on fire. Just because I picked that one, I'm like, I've gotten like 3 new orbs since then. I'm like, well, I'm never going to use them because fire is super powerful now.
Did you notice how you can switch? You can have different setups.
Yeah, you can hit
Because there's some enemies that are like, if you hit an enemy and their numbers pop up gray, it's just like a normal attack. If you hit them and the number is red, it means they're weak to that kind of orb. So there are some enemies that are, and I didn't really do much. I really just upgraded the regular blue orb. I didn't even do fire that much. I did have one, my second build had fire, but it was mostly, I think I was using the sword and the hammer all the time.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, I don't think they attack fast enough, but maybe when I was leveling up, it seems like they started going faster. I'm not sure.
I also didn't realize when you got an orb, you have it, like you have 2 of them.
Yeah.
So when I first got the sword orb, I'm like, well, let's try it out. And then I was like, yeah, orb. Yeah, orb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like, I'm not going to use the sword until I get a second one.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I can equip it twice. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. But,
yeah. And you've got different like special moves you can do. Like you can have a giant sword come down, or you can like throw a fireball, or you can actually throw like a Hadouken with the blue orb, or you can do with a fire, you do like a yoga flame out of your hand, which is cool. Yeah, so I beat the game. It's kind of like Chasm 2. I care a little bit about the story, but I don't. It's just the game plays so well that I don't. There's a lot of dialogue, and a lot of times I'm just like click, 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 click. Like let me go. Some of the boss fights are a lot of fun. Some of them are difficult. The optional boss that I'm doing now, one's called the Sandman, and then when you beat him, you have to go fight Nightmare. Sandman, I can get through it okay, but then Nightmare is like this big thing that takes up the whole right side of the screen, and you're on a little platform, and his attacks go to the platform. And I just don't have enough. Basically, what I need to do is just...
Well, you need to fight them. You need to beat Sandman and then, like, back to back?
When you beat Sandman, your life and your aura go back up.
Okay. But you go right into the next.
You go right into it. And so if you're using items when you're fighting Sandman, you're going to be screwed when you have to fight Nightmare. And my problem right now is I don't have enough potions or bury me up or whatever they're called. It's a funny name to get life. So I think what I need to do is when I play it again, just be like, okay, I'm going to warp. I'm going to buy some potions, warp back, go, and then I can probably beat him. I really don't... I want to keep playing this instead of playing Ghost. It's crazy. This is a 2-year-old game with 16-bit graphics that it's exactly what I needed right now. I'm having so much fun with it. So what I have to do, you do have to beat all the optional bosses. One of them, I beat one optional boss that I didn't even know was optional. I guess I just found him somewhere and I fought him. You have to do all the quests for the people in the town.
What was it?
I forget his name. Hold on.
I'm just wondering if I've done anything that's optional. Because it's not like a lot of Metroidvania games where it's like, boss fight.
Xarion.
Okay, I didn't fight him. But like there are a lot of times where I'm like, okay, I beat a boss. Okay, what did that do? I don't have any new items or abilities. Like, what was the point of that? So...
Yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know one of them, because now that I beat the game, I'm like, okay, let me look up what I need to do. I haven't really been paying attention to the quests for the people in the town.
Some.
I think some of those end with a boss fight where they send you somewhere and you go to somewhere in the world and now there's a boss door where there didn't used to be. You go fight the boss and then you beat the quest and then you beat the boss and all that. So you got to do all that. You got to get every orb in the game. 100% of the map. You only have to get 100% of the map. There's not like 102% or anything in this.
Yeah.
There's one power that I haven't gotten yet.
There's been at least one room. Now I'm not looking for you to spoil anything. I've got the double jump.
Yep.
When you're in the castle area, and there's where you fight Elena
or something.
Yeah, whatever. I'm at like the top of one of those spires, and there's like a thing on the map. Like, I can go up. I can't go up. There's a ceiling.
Yeah.
I double jump, thinking, do I just need to get high enough in the room to like trigger it? Like, do I need to go there eventually?
I've got a power up that I think might help me there now.
Okay.
There's also
so you don't have 100% of the map yet.
No, because I think now that I have this power up, I can do it. There's another orb that you get called the Radiant Orb. It's when you beat one of those quest lines. It's actually after you beat one of those optional bosses. It's like a light orb or something. But then what it does, its special attack is it lets you build walls where you can jump. Because there's a couple. Did you get to the area where there's like, if you jump, there's like a big canyon and you can jump all the way to the right, but you can't get up to here to where you can
down
land.
In like the caves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way you can get up there is with that radiant thing. So you build a wall and go boom, 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 and jump over. But now with this other power up I've got, it's not that big a deal. I can tell you what it is. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
You hold L1 and X and you go, it's like the Super Metroid super jump. And you just go up. And I don't think you stop until you let go of X. So I don't think you'd need the Radiant Orb, but if you're going to get the Platinum, you have to have all the orbs anyways, and yada, yada, yada. But
right.
I don't know. I freaking love it.
It's a lot of fun.
It's $10. I don't know how long it's on sale. It's worth $20. Now that I know how good it is, I should have bought this a while ago. But
it's definitely worth $20.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think I might. There is a way to do New Game Plus, and the other thing you have to do is you have to beat it on hard mode, which they call Nightmare. But there's a way that you can do New Game Plus in Nightmare, so you've got your HP way up, because the enemies do a lot more damage is what I've read. If I can get everything else done and all I've got left to do is hard mode, I'm just going to brute force my way through it. If I have to just stop time and jump over enemies and get to the next room, like, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get that platinum if I can get everything else done.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, having not even beaten the game yet, it definitely seems like a doable platinum. It's not that big of a game. Like, I think 100% of the map is pretty easy.
Oh, look at that. It can't be that tough.
Well, there you go.
40% of people have the platinum, so okay, then I'm going to get them. This is going to be 51 for me, I think.
Yeah.
You play anything else this week, Sean?
Played some Mario 35.
Oh yeah, check out the Let's Play that went
I
up,
don't know
hopefully
when.
on Monday.
Yeah, it's already up. Go check it out.
Hopefully. It should be. I don't have to edit much.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's way better than Tetris 99.
I'm just so happy that now that I saw you play it, and you'll have to watch the video to see if you got the win, but now that I know how you play it and how, because before I watched Sean play this, I was just like, speed run, like as fast as I can go. I got to get ahead of everybody, not knowing what the hell I was doing.
They don't explain
no
the inner workings of the game like at all.
No,
it's just chaos. Just do stuff and stuff will happen. But yeah,
it's better than Fortnite.
That is correct.
Oh, did you download or at least add it to your library PUBG and Street Fighter 5 just so you got them? Okay, cool. We should do a Street Fighter 5 stream. Now that I've got the game, now you've got the game. I mean, we've got vanilla. We can't, like, we don't have any of the extra players, but we've got Ryu and Ken, so what else do we really need? We should do another Street Fighter stream. I got to even the series back up. Because it's 2-1, right? Or is it 3-2 now?
I'm up by...
It must be 2-1. We haven't done 5.
Unless it's 2-2.
We did Street Fighter 75th anniversary. No.
Wow, it's been a long time.
We did episode 75, best of 75 is what I meant to say. Then we did the Street Fighter 30th anniversary, and then we did Extra Life. We did Ultra Street Fighter.
I think that was your first win. So yeah, I think I'm up 2-1.
Yeah, we went 1-1, and then we did Street Fighter 30th anniversary, and that's when you took the lead 2-1. That's what it was. Because we did
I thought I was
75.
up 2-0, and then you won the last one.
No,
2-1.
No.
Okay.
We went. Yeah. You won the best of 75, which would have been 33 to 31. First to 33.
No, 38.
Yeah. 38 to 36 or something.
And I think I won. I don't think it was 38 to 37, but I think it may have been 38-36. It was very close.
It was close, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that'd be fun.
We could do that.
We could. Anything else, Sean?
No, I think that's it.
You want to get the news of the week?
Sure.
All right, there is not very much news this week, so we're going to fly through this. Sean, last week was Facegate with Spider-Man, because they had said before this that with Spider-Man Remastered on PS5, they were going to... I thought they just said updating Spider-Man's face, which technically they did update it, but I just thought they were going to be cleaning it up. No, there's a whole new actor. He looks younger. It broke the internet for good and bad. But this comes from the PS blog about the change to Spider-Man's face. This does bring us to one of the bigger changes. In order to bring the best performances to players with our next generation Marvel Spider-Man games, we have recast the face of Peter Parker. That is a hilarious thing to read. We have recast the face of Peter Parker. We love working with John Bubniak on the original game. However, to get a better match to Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, actor Yuri Lowenthal's facial capture, we have cast Ben Jordan to be the face model for Peter Parker on the PS5 console. He looks incredible in-game, and Yuri's moving performances will take on new life. Well, the Heat are actually leading. That won't age well that I said that. Again, I'll say what I said on Twitter and what I said in Nerd 901 podcast. I don't really care. It's just weird. Like, I'm not angry. And if you are, oh my God, I should have known this was going to happen. If you are threatening Brian Intihar and people at Insomniac, you're threatening them because they changed the face of Spider-Man in a video game. You, sir or ma'am, have to get a life. I do not understand why this keeps happening. Why... The maddest I've ever been about anything related to video games is when Konami screwed Kojima. And I think the only thing I did was tweet, and I probably deleted it since then, #FKonami. That's it. No part of me wanted to go make death threats toward Konami because they screwed over Kojima. Like, that wouldn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can be like this, but just don't be like that. I think it's weird. I don't think the face matches with the voice. I'm glad they kept Yuri because he's freaking awesome doing the voice of Spidey. But I'm sure I'll just get used to it. I will say, just seeing the videos of it and stuff, you can tell the improved lighting and stuff on PS5 is one of the things I first noticed. The shadows and everything, I'm like, holy crap, this looks so good. And then seeing it in 60 frames per second, it looks buttery smooth. But what did you think about the new face of Spidey?
I'm with you. I don't really care. I guess I like it. I like that. I find it hard to believe it's purely coincidence, but he looks like Tom Holland. I like it. And I think once I actually start playing the game, it won't matter. But it goes against what you just read. To me,
yeah,
I feel like Yuri's voice doesn't go with the new face. But I think it's just because I'm used to the old face. And I'm sure it's something I'll just get over. As should everybody, if you're actually upset about this.
He's in the suit most of the game anyways.
Right, yeah. I thought it was funnier. Somebody tweeted, I don't even know who it is. Somebody that I follow. I'm not even quite sure who they are, but somebody tweeted a joke about, oh, look, they updated I can't remember what the setup was, but it's like, oh, I didn't know they updated the face of Doc Ock also, and they showed Doc Ock and Spider-Man, and then they showed Jason Schreier. And then the next, he followed up with another tweet and was like, well, crap, and it said Jason Schreier has blocked you, because of course
Jason Schreier, man, we'll talk about him here in a minute.
But I don't know. I don't care. I guess I like it, but I don't really care that much. But
I don't know that I really smell what they're cooking. I still can't believe Allen Robinson got all those points in garbage time. I don't know that I smell what they're cooking when it comes to, we just did it because it matches the voice better. I think John Budniak probably just wanted more money. He's like, oh, you're going to remaster this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got to do me. I would thought you were gonna say Colin Farrell is the Penguin. In Batman.
Yeah,
but that's way funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he got blocked. But we also got some more details about Spider-Man Remastered. Are we both getting the Ultimate Edition?
No, yeah.
You'll have 12 platinums after you beat both those games. Because I'm getting both those platinums.
Yeah.
Unless they do something super weird with Miles Morales. But I mean, there's nothing online. There's no way I won't get that platinum, I don't think.
I don't see how they could make it.
Yeah. Unless it doesn't have a platinum. But Uncharted Lost Legacy had a platinum. It'll have
I think
a platinum.
it will.
It'll have a platinum. But we did get some more details about Spider-Man Remastered in general. It is a full next-gen remastered with overhauled environments, models, and materials. I don't know what that means by materials.
Yeah, I don't know if they just mean like
wood, rock,
like new, like textures, or like I don't know if that's what they mean, but yeah.
There will be ray trace reflections and ambient shadows. There will be new skies and weather.
Thank God.
And weather. Was there weather in the first game? Did it rain? It didn't snow. It all happened in like a week, right? There's snow in Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If there's
That'd be
rain.
cool if randomly it just starts raining and it looks beautiful with ray tracing and all that crap.
Yeah.
3D audio, obviously. Near instant loading. The screens when you would fast travel where he shows Spidey hanging out in the subway are gone because the loading is so quick. However, if you miss those, because they are pretty funny sometimes, although I'll maybe turn them on and be like, okay, no, just fast travel me. You can turn them on in settings, so they're still there.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
There are 3 new suits, including the Amazing Spider-Man suit from the 2 bad movies. Also, Electro. Coming back,
Yes.
Jamie Foxx. He said he's not going to be blue this time. I will say, like I was saying on Twitter with Nick and then Ernie, that movie's... I don't think that movie's
I never saw
horrible.
the second one.
I don't think it's horrible. Jamie Foxx was really... I actually enjoyed him as Electro. It was kind of like, picture Jim Carrey as the Riddler, but it's Jamie Foxx as Electro. Like, he was so over the top. But I think... that's what they were going for, and I think he did an awesome job with it. Jamie Foxx is awesome, so whatever. Yeah, I trust the new Spidey movies. 60 frames per second, we talked about that, and there is a new photo mode as well.
New how?
I don't know. They just said it's a new photo mode. Yeah. I'm sure different options. I think you can change the lighting and stuff to take advantage of the PS5. Blah, blah, blah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Next up, like I said, it's a slow week. We got some more details on some upcoming PS5 games. I don't know why I talked like that. Demon's Souls is getting a digital deluxe edition, Sean. Oh, you already pre-ordered the
Yeah, I'm fine.
You'll get several souls and armors. So I guess souls are kind of like power-ups in this game or something. I'm not really
I think
sure.
souls are like blood echoes in Bloodborne. They're what you use to level up.
Okay.
Or buy stuff.
You will get the Ritual Blade and the Hoplite Shield. I hope I wrote that right. Hoplite.
That sounds right.
There will be different grains and shards that you get as well. And you do get to use the original soundtrack in the game if you want.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I mean, it's music.
I guess.
There was a new Sackboy trailer. This game is starting to really pique my interest.
I think it's going to be fun.
It looks super fun, and I don't know if it's just because I just had so much fun with Galaxy that like I've had my love, I really never had a love for 3D platformers. It's like all of a sudden I would like to play a good 3D platformer. This looks so much fun. They did say in the new trailer, there's no more create, play, share. It's just play. I'm like, that's what it should be. A good 3D, family-friendly 3D platformer. You've got to have something like that at launch.
Yeah.
You can do co-op up to 4 players. It reminds me of New Super Mario Brothers because they show you like picking up your friend, like whee, throwing him off a cliff and killing him. So I'm like, this could be pretty fun. And there are some levels that are only for co-op. I don't know if it's online co-op only. It must be couch co-op too, I would assume.
You'd think.
That would make for some. Maybe we'll do Sackboy Mondays.
Sackboy Sundays.
Sackboy Saturdays, yeah. There are 60 different costumes, emotes, so like you can high five and all that other stuff as well. No 2 levels are the same in the game. There's also digital deluxe.
What does that mean?
And special editions.
What game does have 2 levels that are the same?
I think it's like there's no like. I don't know. Like Mario 1-1.
You can say that about Mario 1. No two levels are the same.
But there's multiple underwater levels. All the castles are similar.
Yes.
It looks fun. That's really all I know. And we got some details on Gran Turismo 7, which I cannot believe is not a launch game. That blows my mind. I really thought it was going to be.
Are you getting it?
Gran Turismo 7. What did I say? Grand Theft Auto 7? What did I say?
You said Gran Turismo.
Okay. No, I thought that's why you're asking. No, I'm not getting that game. I just can't believe it's not.
I just didn't know if you were into that at all.
I had GT3 A spec on PS2 and I liked it, but then I was like, this is too much work. I would rather just play Mario Kart. You know?
Yeah, I can't get into like simulation racing games,
especially when they're as deep as that is. Like Forza Horizon, I don't know if it's as deep as that, but GT is, man, it's crazy. But it will be 4K 60 frames per second, of course, with HDR and ray tracing, super fast loading times, the haptic feedbacks on the controller and everything. You will feel the differences between brakes, throttle, tire contact with the road, and other things. And there will be spatial 3D audio is what they called it. Not just 3D audio, but I thought all 3D audio. The whole point was that it is spatial. Like you can
sounds
tell,
the same thing to me. But.
Yeah. So anything there catch your eye? It's really just Sackboy.
I'm with you on Sackboy. It's something I can probably wait. I always feel stupid saying this as an adult. It's something I can probably wait till Christmas for.
Oh yeah, because you're getting Demon Souls at launch.
I'm gonna have Demon Souls and Spidey and the stupid. I don't even know what to expect out of it, but like the Astrobot's Playroom or whatever. I think that's going to be like 20 minutes worth of stuff.
If that thing has a platinum, I'm getting it.
I don't know. I don't really know what to expect out of that, but it maybe could be fun. But then plus all the PS Plus games, like I'm going to be set for a while, so I can definitely wait till Christmas for that one.
My only thing, and I don't have it down here because no one's really come out except for a couple developers saying that PS4 saves won't transfer to all PS5 games. I don't, and Jose and I were DMing about it. I don't understand how could a game be playable on the PS5, but the saves aren't compatible. If you've got PS Plus, all your saves are in the cloud. Like, how the hell could you be able to? Because now that makes me worried about backwards compatibility. We might as well just talk about this now. Our worries. Hopefully, I'll remember to put it in the rundown. I mean, in the timestamps. What if I want to go back and play Metal Gear Solid 5? Like on my second playthrough of that game, I got to episode 11 and I stopped to play something else. What if I want to go play that now? I don't want to start that game over again from scratch with no DD, no quiet, none of that. Like, I don't want to do that. If I can't bring my save over, not to mention I'm getting Watch Dogs on, what is it, October 26th, I want to say?
Yeah.
So now do I have to like plow through that in the 2.5 weeks before the PS5 comes out? Because what I thought I was going to do is just play it, take my time, have fun. Oh, the PS5's here. Upgrade to the PS5 version. Oh, now you have to start over. What?
That would be weird.
So I didn't make it a whole like news item here because nothing, of course, Sony hasn't said anything because they're not doing really great at communicating right now. But that worries me. What's the point of backwards compatible games? And this is not an issue on Xbox. Their saves are fine. They go all the way across the Xbox ecosystem. You have nothing to worry about. What's the point of backwards compatibility if you have to start all your old games from scratch?
That can't be the case.
I would assume like first-party games are probably fine. It's probably third-party games that there's some issue. But then if first-party games are fine, why wouldn't all games? This is why I don't know that I really believe it.
Yeah, that seems
sus.
I don't know. It does seem sus.
Yeah, as the kid. What's up, fellow kids? Well, no, what does he say?
How are we doing, fellow
young people? Children? Doesn't he just say, what's up, fellow kids?
I'm going to look it up. I tried refacing my face onto it, but it didn't work.
Really? You can tell this is a slow news week. What's up, fellow? You tweeted it to Solar.
I know. That's why I frequently used. It's got to be here.
Not if you've only said it once.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Oh, okay, it is. Oh, it's how do you do, fellow kids. Okay. Well, I was close. Last item here on the news. Do you even want to talk about this?
I don't really. I mean, we can mention it. We don't need to spend a lot of time on it, but
how long is this article?
It's pretty long.
So essentially, there was a report from Bloomberg and Jason Schreier about crunch at CD Projekt Red to get Cyberpunk 2077 out on time. And they're forcing people to now, for the next 6 weeks, to work 6-day weeks, including paid overtime, to get the game out on time because they've already delayed it. I don't even know at this point, 3 or maybe even 4 times. They can't delay it again. They want it there when the new consoles are out, even though it's just going to be backwards compatible. They're not going to have the full PS5 or Series X versions till next year, I think. But this is one of those things where it's like, here's the thing. I don't want anybody to have to crunch, to have to spend more time away from their families or anything like that. I really don't want it if they're not being compensated. If you're being compensated and it's really just Miami won. Holy crap.
Good.
Wow. I can't wait to see my text from her son. This is one of the most anticipated games in years because they made Witcher 3. Expectations for this for most people are through the roof. I personally, now I'm like, I don't care. I've always haven't cared, but some of the stuff I was like, this is kind of like GTA 2077. I think Kind of Funny said that at one point. But I'm like, I'm not going to play this game. I don't have 100 hours. I'd rather play Spider-Man and Watch Dogs. And maybe
I'm not playing it
Sackboy.
anytime soon. Like, I bought Witcher 3 at some point because it was $20. I'm like, sure. I played it for like 2 hours. I'm like, nah, this is not for me. I may do the same with this game, but I'm not getting it anytime soon and for anywhere near full price.
But like, this isn't 100-hour work weeks, which Schreier was wrong about on reporting before, and he never went back and corrected himself. But I'm never going to say anything bad to him on Twitter because I don't want to get blocked. I still like to read his tweets and see his reports and stuff, but he is clearly so
sensitive,
singularly focused on stuff like this.
Yeah.
No one from Cyberpunk, not a single person has complained about this on Twitter, leaked emails, anything like that. Now, the big deal, I think one of the reasons he made a big deal out of this because as in the past, I can't remember the guy's name, but somebody at CD Projekt Red was talking about the culture and they value their employees and they don't want to ever do crunch, and now they're doing crunch. But it's one of the most anticipated games in years coming out. It could be the game of the generation. Your name will always be attached to this, not to mention they have 1,000 employees. They're right now projected to make profit as CD Projekt Red over $520 million. Everybody gets, on average there, a 10% bonus. Hold on. Let me see if I've got this right. CD Projekt Red employees can continue to count on bonus payouts amounting to 10% of the company's annual profit. 10% of $520 million is $52 million.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 1,000 employees. On average, that's a 50 on average. Not everybody's going to get this. Some people are going to get less. Some people are going to get more, I'm sure, based on what they do. An average of a $52,000 bonus. I would work 6-day weeks to make sure I get that.
Say these numbers again.
All right. 10% of $520 million.
$52 million.
1,000 employees.
Okay, yeah, so 52,000
on average. A $50,000 bonus, like to make sure this game is as good as
to work 6-day weeks for
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Like I'm
to work an extra 6 days for $52,000
to make sure that it's like as good as it can be, and maybe if they really do nail it in these last 6 weeks, they sell even more and they make more than they were thinking. Like, these people are going to be okay. There are so many people that would kill to have it, and also where they're based in Poland.
Yeah,
it's like one of the best companies to work for in Poland. I just think this is a little bit overblown. This isn't like what we've seen at Rockstar in the past and all the issues at Ubisoft with sexual harassment and everything going on over there. Like, this is just 6 weeks of an extra day.
Right.
It's not 100-hour work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Jason, but he's clearly over the last few years, he's just got one focus. And I think he thinks his farts don't stink. And I will never tweet that to him because I will never see what he farts out in his tweets again.
Just tweet him from Two Player Co-op Twitter, and then you can still read everything on yours.
Oh, yeah, that's true. No, I don't need it. All right, Sean. Let's get to the wrap up. Microsoft announced that the Series X, it's 1 terabyte. It will allow you to use 802 gigs of that 1 terabyte. The PS5 is now rumored, according to these leaks, to have 664 gigs usable out of 825. I still think that's fine.
That's a lot of space.
It's way more than we get on the PS4, the base 500 gig that we have, which isn't 500 gigs. So people were kind of upset about that, both with Xbox and Sony. I'm like, what did you expect? Like these OSs and
I don't
everything?
understand. I
don't know why they take up that much space.
Well, there's that, but I don't see myself, even if I'm playing Spidey, Demon Souls.
That's 165 gigs out of 664.
Sackboy. I don't think I'm going to need to worry about deleting a game from my hard drive for at least a year, maybe multiple years. And by then, guess what? I'm probably not playing some of these games anymore. So why do I care if they're still installed? I don't get people's need to just get upset about every little thing.
I
don't get it.
I wish the PS5 had a 2 terabyte hard drive, but it doesn't, and I don't really care because, when I'm not
going to spend $200 to get an extra.
Right.
I don't need it that bad. I don't know. I don't understand.
EA Play is officially, unsurprisingly, coming to Xbox Game Pass on November 10th. Obviously, that was going to happen. That's when the next gen starts for them. Fall Guys Season 2 is out this week. I believe it's October 8th. You going to jump back in and try?
Nah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Actually, I think I may have already deleted it. Speaking of deleting games.
Yeah.
I may try it out. If I haven't deleted it, I may try it out. But
I got to think.
I don't know. I don't know that I care.
It feels to me anecdotally that game fell off a cliff after the first couple of weeks.
I saw this thing the other day. It was showing, I think it's in terms of, on Twitch, maybe, how much it's being streamed.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it makes sense. But, over whatever period of time, Fall Guys goes, whoop, whoop. And now Among Us is going, whoop, and it hasn't come back down yet. But obviously, that'll be the next one. But, it's fun. It's not that fun. I used to love watching people play it, on YouTube and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one day, I was just like, I can't watch this anymore. It's the same thing over and over. Oh, you got hit by that thing.
Again.
Okay, well, that's, I mean, it was funny. I don't know.
It's the first few times you play it. The first time you go...
I loved it in the beginning.
Yes, especially when you get to a new map that you haven't seen before, unless it's a team-based thing, which sucks. It was fun, but I don't know that I'll probably... I've still got it on my PS4. And
I want to check... Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it again. I want to see some of the new courses, whatever, events.
The boys go in and still play it every once in a while, but...
Yeah.
I don't think I've played it since we did the... Oh, no, we played it once when you came over here for pizza or something.
Yep.
But that was the last time. If you pre-order NHL 21, which I thought this was already out, but apparently it's not, you get NHL 94 Rewind.
That's cool.
That is cool. They should sell it separately, though. I think eventually they will, but it's updated. If you don't know, NHL 94 on Genesis is the best hockey game ever made. Probably not really, but it is. But NHL 94 Rewind is it's the updated rosters in NHL 94.
Could you imagine if they did that with NBA Live 95, World Series 98?
Oh my God. Yes.
Or just, I mean, it would be a totally different game, but well, no, I mean, NBA Jam. I just cannot get into sports games anymore. Sports games peaked easily in the mid to late 90s.
The only one for me is Madden, and I didn't get it this year because I'm like, the Giants are going to suck. And I didn't get it last year. The last time I got it was 2 years ago when Saquon was a rookie, and I actually had high hopes, and then here we are 0-4.
No.
Maybe I'll get it next year if we get Sunshine.
Daniel Jones is I don't know about after this game, but at some point during the game today, he was, I'm sure it's still true.
He is.
He was our leading rusher for the season with 100 yards or something.
He had 45 yards today, and he was our leading rusher.
Yeah.
We suck.
We haven't scored a touchdown since week 3. I mean, week 2.
We're bad.
We've scored 3 touchdowns on the year.
I really think we might be worse than the Jets. But
we're the worst. We're absolutely the worst team.
What they were saying, though, is the difference between us and the Jets is we are still fighting, and we look like we are a competently run team, which I don't know that I really agree with. I don't know what I think about Joe Judge. I feel bad that
we have
this
nothing
is
to
his
judge
first
him
year.
on yet.
Hey, Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC is out October 22nd. Cool. Black Ops Cold War did their zombies reveal. Cool. Zombies is something that should be fun. I've just never gotten into it. I don't know why. I'm just not good at Call of Duty. I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Smash revealed their newest character, and it's freaking Minecraft Steve.
Yep.
Games with Gold was announced. The X-Bone gets Slay Away Camp Butcher's Cut and Made of Skur. X360, of course backwards compatible, gets Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy and Costume Quest. I think that was an original Xbox game. PS Plus, Need for Speed Payback, and Vampire or Vampire. I always forget how you're supposed to say it. Not a great month overall, but Games with Gold has to be the worst I've ever seen.
I mean, PlayStation wins it, but I'm not... I don't... These are two games I'll probably buy, you know.
I guess
I'll
will
add
just
to my
so I have
library
it,
and
yeah.
then that's it. But I don't know. Now, what is the vampire game? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think Ernie said it's good. I just don't even know. I don't even know what it is. It's a good studio that made it. Now I can't even remember who that is. But yeah, look it up. VAMPYR. And it's the end of an era, Sean.
Heat 1 XXX to XXX. Somebody forgot to update that before
doing the notification. It's the end of an era. On December 31st of this year, Farmville is shutting down.
I can't believe that.
I didn't know it was still a thing. Do you remember how annoying when you had all the old people that you're friends with were playing Farmville, or even young people? Everybody's playing Farmville.
Oh, it's Don't Nod.
Don't Nod. That's what it is. Thank you. But everybody like, oh, send me some grains and some rice, and I'll trade you with a lion. I don't know. But Farmville's finally shutting down. Is anybody real? But the reason they're shutting down is Facebook will be getting rid of all Flash games on December 31st. End of an
That's
era.
a shame.
Yeah. That's it for episode 203. Thank you guys all so much for being here today with us. Of course, you can find us at nerd901.com, where they are connecting nerds across the Mid-South and the multiverse. Check out the Nerd 901 podcast, like I said. Also, check out Ernie the Blur Without Fear, youtube.com/Blur Without Fear, twitch.tv/Blur Without Fear. You can find us on Twitter. I'm at Kevin White 24. He's at Real Sean White. Together, we're at 2player_co-op. Did you think I was going to hit you?
No, instead of doing the slash,
You did it.
I'm running out of things to do.
You are. Patreon, Twitch, audio services around the world. Leave us a 5-star review and make Dustin Star proud on those audio services if you can. We will be back next week. But until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.